Villa have an issue at the moment away from home. Obviously, our home record is perfect. You know, we've won 13 games now in a row in the league, going back even into last season. I think City's the only one with a better record than us. But away from home, we have been dropping points. We've obviously got properly humped by Newcastle and Liverpool. And then, you know, a really kind of silly loss to Forest. But a point, you know, if you look where Bournemouth are in the league, we really should, you know, going into the game, I think we should be winning that.
I'm
But
quite
after the
surprised.
game, I think a draw was a fair result.
Sorry to interrupt you, but I really felt that Bournemouth played well.
They played great,
against you guys. Yeah. I was expecting.
I was supporting Bournemouth.
You were why? Why are you supporting Bournemouth?
Because they are inching close to us.
We're competition now.
Competition now, huh?
It's
You know,
like, you never cared about us before, but all of a sudden, like,
Suddenly it's like,
You're in.
you know, when I tried to Google the result, I was looking out for Arsenal, fixture, Chelsea is where.
Chelsea too far.
Man City, and also Villa.
Yeah.
Villa this season,
We can sense
Massive
you over
improvement.
our shoulder.
I think one thing that really showed is like Boubacar Kamara, who we got on a free at the beginning of the last season from Marseille. He's like a French defensive midfielder. He's exceptional, and he was suspended for 5 yellows, and we really did miss him. We lacked a fair bit of control in central midfield. The way that we started, like Emery likes to play this 4-4-2 box midfield, and he's doing this experiment with like Konsa on the right as a right back, and he had Bailey in front of him, and with with sort of Bailey or Cash on the right, they don't really tuck in. So with the box, you play basically 4 central midfielders, and they tuck in the fullbacks attack. And I do feel that hasn't really worked, and he changed it quite heavily in the second half. Did the same actually against Tottenham away as well, and, you know, and we improved a lot there. But Kamara was a big miss for us. He's very important, and what happens generally is when the two fullbacks go forward, Kamara will then drop into like a back three.
In between the defenders,
because he has played centre back before as a youth team as well, and so we have, you know, the tactics of Villa and the formation really changed whether we're in possession or out of possession.
It's really nice to watch, guys. If you guys want to watch a nice, entertaining football, watch Villa play.
Yeah,
don't
great to
watch
watch.
Manchester United.
Yes.
Play.
Who is Manchester United?
Who is
Small
Manchester
club.
United?
It's a small club. Don't watch small club.
6.
Watch the top 5
7.
club, guys.
I mean, I wouldn't agree that they're a small club, but they are terrible.
At the moment, their gameplay, I
awful.
think there's a lot of other teams that
Actually,
are
a lot of
playing
other
well.
teams are playing nicely
Yeah,
this season.
Newcastle.
Newcastle are very exciting to watch.
Brighton on their day.
Brighton, I mean, again, Brighton-Chelsea was a very exciting game yesterday as well. But I do think Villa are playing some really nice football, and also like we do have an issue, as I said before. Like our defense at the moment isn't as good as it potentially should be. So we also concede goals as well. So it is kind of, you know, it is fun to watch.
Thank goodness for Martinez. Huh?
Absolutely.
He did a
brilliant
few
player.
brilliant saves, one-on-one
Same
saves.
as us actually. Our defense will lap sometimes, and then Alisson saves our ass.
Yeah.
But
So it's
recently
like-
he's been.
Well, he
you
was.
guys
I
goals.
did watch the City game. He was poor
Alisson.
in that.
Alisson is injured.
Huh?
He's injured.
injured.
Yeah,
Yesterday
but
he
that's
was
injured.
In the Man City game, he was poor. He
Well,
was poor
Yeah,
for
he
the
gave
goal.
a goal.
In order for you to sustain in the top half of the league, your defense play the most important role. Yeah, you have to agree with that. Because a winning
Start from the
team,
defense, right?
you
You have to
start
start
from
from
the
the
defense.
To be a good
Yeah,
team.
I think that's certainly generally the case. I mean, the best defense at the moment is Arsenal, but their attack isn't humming.
Thank goodness
but
for
they're
Saliba.
arguably the best defender in the league this season.
At the moment, yeah.
Probably. Just Pippin, Van Dijk. But I do think kind of defense is incredibly important. But I would say the Premier League in recent seasons has pivoted more to attack. I mean, if you look particularly Liverpool, I mean, Van Dijk's been off form for a couple of seasons since his injury. He's definitely coming back to form. But you just have so many goals in your team, and you can blow teams away. And so, I think defense is particularly important away. I think less so at home. But yeah, it is a problem. I do think though it's something that you look at the results yesterday. The defense weren't really great, right? I mean, Liverpool conceded 3. Chelsea
Even City's defense.
City conceded 3, right? I mean, there was just goals galore.
I think what I like about Aston Villa is that they are playing as a unit. You know,
Yeah,
everybody is
very well drilled.
running. Well, very well drilled.
Yeah.
There's no spaces. They move together and
Yeah.
they pressure. They
very, very
press
compact,
together.
like
yeah,
low
they're very
bar-
compact.
And they trying to get these kind of like artificial transitions when playing out from the back,
Mm-hmm.
and we're not actually really pressing. We're kind of doing this mid press.
Yes,
we have this
yes,
huge,
yes.
like really
Yeah,
high line,
Yeah.
and
Yes.
so it's just a scrap into the thing, and it's kind of risky. And may speak to our defense not so much, but I think like we have caught more offsides than any team in the top 5 leagues in Europe. I think since Emery came in charge, we've got like over 140 offsides. The next highest, like Liverpool, were like 80 something. I mean, it's ridiculous. I think it's like 5 offsides per game compared to like most other teams, which are 3. Like it's really
A high line,
impressive.
I believe. Yeah, a high line.
And we are playing. People going on about Tottenham's high line. Our high line is ridiculous. I think. Against Tottenham a week ago, Son had the ball in the net 3 times, but they're all offside. And they were actually offside. And so
They were saying.
I watched the earlier few games when the league started. I was like surprised by the way you guys like played.
Yeah.
This is like super high, and then GRB was
Yeah.
of course running towards players. And oh my god, this season Aston Villa is gonna kill it. And seriously, you guys stayed at the top 5 like the most.
Consistently.
Yeah, consistently.
Who are your competitors? If you feel like okay, we are going for the top 4, top 5.
I think it's Newcastle, Tottenham. Unfortunately, I hate to say it, probably United, because even though they're playing
United?
trash, they do seem to keep winning. They're still hanging on in there. Chelsea are out of the fray. I honestly think this is probably an unpopular opinion, but I think Brighton will drop off. I just think they've lost too many players. Even though De Zerbi is like the media darling, I think they will drop off. So I would say I'd say those kind of 3 teams, like Newcastle United, Man United, Tottenham, are really those scrapping around for those sort of other 2. I mean, like City, like generally have a sort of wobbly first half of the season, the last couple, and then as soon as you get into January, it's like goodbye everyone.
Last season.
They just wore you down, right?
I know a bottle now.
Last season, it's not because City played well. It's because you guys bottled it for the last few games.
I think that's unfair.
You don't have the depth to do.
You didn't have the depth. City just kind of went.
We didn't have Declan
peace
Rice.
out.
We didn't have.
I think you would do, but like Liverpool, City, and Arsenal are the 3 best teams in the league. They will. I don't know who will win the league. You'd probably say City are favourites, but like, they will be the top 3. I wouldn't say there are Villa's competition. I think, maybe next season, who knows, right? But like this season, even with a January, like,
how do you think you guys will end up? 4th, 5th, 6th?
What is the most?
From what you're seeing at the moment.
I think 4th.
4th, yeah.
4th. Yeah.
Champions League.
The lower Manchester United.
I would honestly, with the way that we started, the way that Emery's got us going, looking at the other teams, I would kind of be disappointed. I'd be disappointed with 6th. I'd be disappointed with not choosing. I think Champions League is very, very possible.
I think you guys and Newcastle, these 2 teams will be up there. I will agree. Brighton will drop off, I feel.
I think Brighton drop off. I hate to say
West Ham though.
West Ham.
You remove Spurs out of the conversation. You totally remove Spurs out of the
Tottenham, when they get their players back, Tottenham's problem is depth.
Yeah.
Tottenham battered us in the first half, and their attack is amazing. And just got them playing some great football. If I'm a Tottenham fan, well, I'd hate to be a Tottenham fan, but like if I was, I'd be very, very happy with what I'm seeing.